Businesses closed. Events canceled. Toilet paper flying off the shelves. All caused by this. SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19. This tiny infectious agent contains genetic information in the form of RNA. With the help of several proteins, it sets out to find a living host cell, take it over, and use it to reproduce. And where do they find said cell? Humans. Traveling primarily by infected respiratory droplets, the virus lands in the face, entering the body and attacking nasal epithelial cells, the first line of our body's defenses. This early encounter causes typical cold symptoms, as well as a temporary loss of smell and taste, as the cells that allow for these senses are also under siege. The virus then follows mucus that lines the throat and is led to the lower respiratory tract, which is comparable to a bunch of grapes. Looking at these grapes, we see one large stem with many smaller branches growing off of it, each one blossoming with a juicy grape. Similarly, our lungs are connected to the stem-like trachea, branching off to smaller pathways as the bronchi become bronchioles, which are budding with alveoli. Much like a grape, these balloon-like sacs have a thin membrane. This allows the surrounding tiny capillaries to absorb oxygen into the bloodstream and release CO2. SARS-CoV-2 travels on this route to border cells on the alveoli known as type 2 pneumocytes, and this is when COVID-19 starts to get dangerous. The virus is now on a secret mission. On the host cell surface, ACE2 receptors act as a lock, and the virus's spike proteins hold a key known as its RBD, allowing the virus to attach to the host cell. Human enzymes TMPRSS2 and furin work together to divide the spike protein, initiating a process called endocytosis. Once inside, the virus locates ribosomes that translate the viral RNA and send orders to the endoplasmic reticulum to begin making copies of the RNA and viral proteins. Afterwards, the materials are shipped to the Golgi, which neatly package the ingredients into multiple new virions, or clones, that leave the cell to infect others. This workload eventually causes the cell to self-destruct, sending a wave of alarm signals through cytokines that call neighboring macrophages for backup. They activate an inflammatory response, while other cytokines send signals to the brain, raising the body's temperature and producing a cough to try and remove the intruder. From here, normal immune response would eliminate the virus after only a fever and a cough. But when a weakened immune system is invaded, a cytokine storm occurs, recruiting way more immune soldiers than needed. Neutrophils and T cells overreact, killing both healthy and infected alveolar cells. The ongoing cellular warfare prevents the alveoli from doing their job, causing shortness of breath. Intense inflammation settles in, breaking down border cells that cause fluid to enter the alveoli, triggering pneumonia. Even worse, ARDS may develop, depriving the organs of oxygen and lowering the chances of survival even further. As we continue the fight against COVID-19, it's important to keep our heads up. Historically, science has prevailed against devastating diseases such as smallpox and polio, successfully eradicating them from the population. By understanding how viruses affect the body, we can improve the future of medicine and the world as a whole. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.